So, Your Eminence, thanks for having me here, this beautiful palazzo. I just would like to get some reaction from you on your feelings as you arrive here in Rome for this momentous week. What are you feeling? How do you put this into words?
Well, this is Tuesday of the big week. I arrived yesterday, and it's kind of sinking in now. I've been so immersed in the good things happening in Baltimore and in the challenges of Baltimore, especially the question of marriage. That has really occupied most of my time. It's still on my mind, but now that we're in Rome and planning each day, I'm becoming more and more excited and enthused about the days ahead.
Can you give us an idea of what your week is going to look like? I know you have a meeting, all the cardinals have a meeting with the Pope on Friday, but what else does your week look like? What's on the agenda?
There'll be many guests in from Baltimore, and some friends from the Order of the Sepulchre, and from the military, and from New York. And I just have to be as flexible as I can, to be as hospitable as I want to be, and still prepare for the official events that await me. We'll have masses most of the days of the week and into next week for the pilgrims, and I have to prepare for them. I want to welcome them to my home and to our offices here in the Order of the Sepulchre. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be a balancing act. Flexibility is the word, but the essential thing is a spiritual preparation for the meeting with the Holy Father on Friday, where all the cardinals will get together for a full day and talk about evangelization. And you know, that's been my theme, the new evangelization, for many months now. And so that will be a very profitable day, spiritually, I think. We'll be praying through the day and receiving some information about the Year of Faith that's coming up later in October this year to begin with. And then, of course, the consistory on Saturday and the Mass of Thanksgiving on Sunday. And then we wind up with a special Mass at the North American College on Monday evening, and I think most of us will go home soon after that.
What do you think you'll be feeling when the Pope puts that red hat on your
I'll let you know afterwards. I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. No, it's something you see in pictures and movies maybe, but I have no idea. I hope I can keep composed, that's all.
There's a lot of people who are coming to join you for this special occasion, but certainly not everyone can. There's a lot of folks back in Baltimore and other places who want to be with you in spirit. How can they support you in prayer on this?
Well, I hope
week?
they all feel part of it. I know I would not be here if it were not for them. And I just want to make sure that they are very, very much part of the ceremony in the liturgies that we celebrate, in the gatherings that we mark. It's not just the select few. It's going to be all the faithful of the archdiocese, and they deserve the honor as much as I do, because it's been a common effort, a very collegial 4 years that we've enjoyed, and I want that to run over to this week as well, that we're united in faith and in prayer and in enthusiasm. And from what I understand, there will be enough going on in the Archdiocese. I think on Friday there's going to be a special day in our schools, Red Friday or something, and I don't know what else is happening, but I think that'll pump everybody up and make them aware that they are here in one way or other celebrating with us.
If you were to ask people to pray for you in a certain way, what prayer would you ask of them?
Well, I would pray that this new title that I have doesn't go to my head, and that I would remain a priest and a bishop, primarily, who's vowed to serve his people. As long as I'm in Baltimore, that is my solemn pledge. And even when I transit from Baltimore and come here to Rome, Baltimore will still be a very special place, a very special home for me. And I would do everything I can to support my successor, to help the transition in our parish realignments, to do whatever I can to succumb to the help of our schools and our kids in our schools and our teachers and our parents. Life will go on in Rome, regardless of who the ordinary is, and I think there's enough power that is there to keep the momentum going. Especially concerned about marriage. I do hope our representatives, especially our Catholics, find a place in their conscience to be truly Catholic. I'm fearful that some of them are not. Concerns me. As their bishop, souls are at stake. This is to treat marriage as just an option open to definition by people sitting around in a legislative chamber is just far beyond the scope of any group of human beings. It's a God-given thing, God-given institution, and to have elected officials think that they can change this, that is so deeply ingrained in human nature and in the life of our culture. It's a serious moment in our history. I would hope that our delegates, I know we have many non-Catholics who are supporting us, and unfortunately some of our Catholics who are most vocal and instrumental in seeking to turn this institution into something of their own creation. And it's not over. I mean, whoever follows me is going to be just as aggressive as I am right now in seeing this through. I think our people, the grassroots, regardless of the polls, we've seen it in state after state after state, where the common folk know what marriage is, and they want to see marriage remain what it is. And the media, the politicians, people running for office in 2012, possibly, are not going to call the shot if the Catholic Church can help it.
Are you going to get used to living in Rome?
It's going to be easy. Yeah, we have a nice office here, and we have a nice apartment which Monsignor Parker has helped set up. And I hope you can get to see it. It's a great atmosphere. People are very welcoming, very warm. The weather's cold, but Rome is always warm.